Hey guys, it's Luke the Yoda back here again with another video. This time I'm bringing to you guys my 2015 LEGO Star Wars Clone Army. And this Clone Army is different than all the others, not only because there's more clones, but because of a reason I'll get to later, which is about the vehicles, and I'll explain that in just a minute. But I just wanted to let you guys know this is Jango Fett standing in front of my 2015 Clone Army, which consists of 316 clones. The reason I picked Jango Fett was because he was right now building some mocks for Brick Fair 2016, and this is the only available base plates I had. So with that being said, I only had enough room to fit on these base plates. So the other clone troopers are either in the vehicles or still in the sealed sets, which I will talk about later. It might not make sense without me explaining it, so that's why I'll do that in just a minute. But with that too, and I thought that looked pretty sick on its own. So I definitely wanted that to be done, and all of these are real Lego. I know there's a problem going around with people on eBay selling fake Lego, but yes, these are all real Lego. They all have the ones on the front have long blasters, and the ones behind them have the regular blasters. So, yep, definitely cool. I'm super glad I was able to get this many of them this year, and yeah. So now let's move on to not the miscellaneous clones, but the ones behind those. Now, let me move my camera stand real quick, and all the way to the right, we have my 2/12 clones. We have 30 of them, which are the ones that came in the 2013 or 2014, I'm pretty sure it was 13, Utapau Battle Pack. 30 of those guys right here, 3x10. And to the left of those, we have 14. We have 14, I can't think of the name, Airborne Troopers, that's right. Couldn't think of the name, but yeah, 14 Airborne Troopers. And those guys are pretty sick, but I like the 2/12 better, so I ended up getting more of those than the Airbornes. Plus, if you've seen episode 3, you could tell on Utapau there are far more 2/12 Troopers than there were Airborne Troopers. So, yep. Anyways, over here we have very first Clone Army Custom Shadow. Well, not one of the very first Clone Army Custom Shadow Troopers. And he's super old. He's been on all my other clone armies, and he's going to be in this one as well. Behind him, we have 2 of my old customs, which are going to stick around for these clone armies because they've been in the rest as well. 2012, I'm pretty sure. And behind them, we have 4 of the Boba Fett prototype armors. The ones that came in the book. I got 4 of those guys right there, which are pretty sick, if I do say so myself. And then we have 6 of these Horn Company troopers, and that's these guys. I'm pretty sure that's the name of them. FCOTH troopers, maybe. I'm not even entirely sure. I've heard plenty of names. I've never actually even bought that battle pack they came in. I just collected those clones over the years. Now I have far more of these gunners, and I will go about that and telling you later. Like a lot of them are either piloting the ships, which doesn't make much sense, or they're gunning the ships. But yeah, but right here I have 8 of them, and yeah, so they're pretty sick. Then I have Wolfie right here with Clone Army Custom pistols. 3 pilots, like I said, same with the gunners. Pilots are piloting the vehicles, and yeah, so in front of them we have Star Corps troopers, and in front of them we have, I honestly don't know the name of these guys. They said they were 2/12, but they're orange or they're yellow, so not sure what to call those. Maybe Blight Troopers, but it's kind of hard to tell because LEGO didn't officially name them correctly. So since Gregor is yellow, I went ahead and put this commando in their I guess battalion, I guess you could say. I went ahead and put him there because I thought that'd be pretty sick. So yeah, that does it for this base plate. Now, let's move it on to the final base plate of my clone army. Now, this base plate consists of probably, I would say, my favorite clone troopers, and I'll get to that now. So right here we have Phase 1 Captain Rex with the Clone Army Custom pistols on him, and LEGO Phase 2 Captain Rex behind him, with Fives, my favorite clone trooper of all times, next to Rex, with the DC-15 pistols, I'm pretty sure as well. And behind them we have 9 501st troopers, and yes, they're all 501st, which are pretty sick. I'm super happy I got all of them. So yeah, and behind that we have a Scuba Echo, and behind him we have a 501st pilot with 2 of these Special Forces troopers as well. Let me get that to focus. These guys are pretty sick, so thought I'd incorporate them as well. We have Vizsla, which is like one of my favorite Mandalorians, and I didn't incorporate my Mandalorians in here because I know they're clones. I just didn't want them to be taking up all this room, especially considering they're like $2. You can find them on Bricklink. So I got Vizsla to represent them in this video here, and he won't stand up, so I'll try to get that situated. If not, I'll just put him down. Now I got two. Oh crap! I got two of the Episode 2 Trooper right here. Now I had far more. I had about 8 or 9, but I traded those 9 for these Clone Troopers. I got more of these Clone Troopers, and yep. So I thought I'd rather have a mass number of these rather than 8 of those. So yeah. Now at the very front again, we have 4. We have a Red Clone Trooper Captain, and I'm pretty sure these are all called Lieutenants. I'm not positive. Don't quote me on that. But we have Blue Lieutenant. We have a green, olive green Lieutenant from the Battle Pack. We have a yellow. I think this one's a Commander, but I think the other 2 are Lieutenants, but I'm not positive. So yeah, behind him we have Clone Trooper Cody, Commander Cody, and Fox as well. We have 4 of these guys, which aren't even really canon Star Wars clones, but LEGO decides to screw up our battle packs and throw them in anyways. So, yeah, they went ahead and did that. Now we got, I'm pretty sure it's 15. Yes, 15 Kashyyyk Troopers, which are so sick. That's the only reason I bought the battle pack right there is for the Kashyyyk Troopers. And I have more back there, and I'll get to those in just a second. But yeah, I got these 15 Kashyyyk Troopers, which are pretty sick, and super proud to have those. Super glad LEGO made those. And now we've got this. Oh, sorry about that. Dropped them. Now what we have here is the 2002. I'm pretty sure. Episode 2. No, I think it's 2005 Episode 2 Clone Trooper. I got one of those. I had a few more, but traded them off as well. So, yep. And anyways, back here, I forgot to say I had Gree to the left of these Kashyyyk Troopers. And over here we got these Recon Troopers, which are pretty sick. I got 4 that look like the older ones right here. If it'll focus, there we go. It's pretty sick. Now I got the newer one and the Clone Army Customs helmet put on another body. So, yep. And then behind him, we've got 4 Wolfpack Troopers, Phase 2, which are extremely cool, and I'm so glad I got these guys. I got 2 more as well back there. I'll get to that in a minute. I don't know if it's kind of blurry, but I'll show you that too. I got 5 Episode 3 Clone Troopers, and behind them, we have a custom Clone Trooper. I made myself 14 of these guys. 14. Clone Army Customs helmet with Stormtrooper body from Rebels. And this one makes 15. So, and he's got the, if it'll focus, he's got the binoculars. So yeah, so that does it for my clone setup for this year. Now let me try to push that back together so I can explain to you about the vehicles. Now I picked my 10 favorite vehicles because of limited room. I didn't have enough room to do all my vehicles. I have much more, and if you've watched my old videos, you would see that I had a lot of speeders, and as you can see, I got a ton of battle packs. So I would have had those out here, but due to limited space, as you can see, I didn't have enough room to set those up. Now, I'll get more into the space later because that's the reason I haven't opened those sets, but that's the reason I picked my 10 favorite vehicles to put on the table for you guys today. And again, they're clone vehicles, so I didn't incorporate like this Jedi Interceptor, which a lot of you might have in your other clone armies, but I didn't think it suited as well, and yep, watching The Big Bang Theory. So over here we got the Z95 Headhunter, which is one of my favorite starfighters. We got the AT-OT, which is pretty sick because it sits a ton of clones, so definitely happy to have that. And AV7 cannon, which is always cool to have. We got a dropship here, and one of my very first LEGO sets. Actually, I had one of these, was my very first Star Wars sets, but I broke it, and it's been in pieces for such a long time. And my friend Callan from Lego something 18, I can't remember his name, on Instagram, but we did a trade and I got one of those, so pretty sick. Now, we got the Republic Frigate, and if you've seen my other clone armies, this has been in every single one of them, and it's one of my first LEGO sets as well, plus it's a really cool set, so I decided to incorporate that as well. 2 Episode 2 gunships from 2013, which I have pilots in those as well, and gunners in the gunning spots, I guess. And my 2 favorite vehicles I left for last. We have ATTE, which is super sick. I wish they did a sturdier design because it kind of falls apart on me. But yeah, now we've come to my favorite vehicle of all times, the turbo tank, or what I like to call it as the Juggernaut, because that's what they refer to it as in most video games, and well, pretty much just all video games. So that's the Juggernaut, which is so sick. And so that does it for this table right here. Now I'm gonna go back here and I'm gonna show you some of this, not all my sealed sets, but the clone sealed sets that I have. AV7 cannon right here, and they're sealed. So if you're wondering, all sealed. So I incorporated those clones because I would have them built, and I'm going to have them built. But considering New Year's is so soon and I got those sets so recently, I didn't have time to build every single one of them. So I figured it would be nicer, instead of getting an entire new base plate and tearing apart some of my mock for that base plate, I would just leave them in the boxes and show you guys that I have all of these battle packs right here. I have 5 Kashyyyk Trooper battle packs and AV7 cannon as well. So those will be built as soon as possible, and they'll be added to my army for next year. And yeah, so I guess that brings us to the end of the video. And yeah, so like I said, see you guys in the next video. And please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching.